Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to open your third eye. I already made a video, how to decalcify your pineal gland. And the chakras are the glands. The third eye is located right in between our brows, right in the middle of our forehead. Right there. Rub it around and feel the energy rise, just like that. The pineal gland produces melatonin, and this is a powerful antioxidant which governs the sleep and wake cycles. And it gets rid of free radicals, anti-aging right there in your face. So I focused a lot on the science. This video, I'm going to focus on the imaginative side of the third eye, because this is what ancient civilizations and cultures talked of as the seat of the soul. Awareness, intuition, when we have that gut feeling which is bursting out of us. A lot of people say the world is changing. Everything they know of as true is up for questioning. They are beginning to see that everything they have been told may be a lie. It probably is. That's what I had to realize. And the truth hurts. What I see is that when we talk of opening the third eye, first of all, we have to be ready to receive new information. Because when we talk of changing an old mind into a new mind, we have to start deleting these programs and reprogramming the subconscious mind. I talk of the 4 archetypes of the human being, the 4 levels of consciousness. The first one being the drone. This is the individual who is on autopilot. That was me, a zombie. You wake up, you eat, you go to work, you come home, and the cycle continues. It's like we're on a merry-go-round and we can't seem to get off. We live just to go along, to get along, but we never question the deeper meaning of our existence. And this is not an organic state. This is a conditioned state from our childhood. And it is a low vibrational state which much of the world is in. As we rise and go on to the next archetype, this is the archetype of the artist, and we are all born as artists. Creating. Children, they love to run up and down and play, swing about. However, being an artist is a great gift, but at the same time, many of us, we are unaware of how to use these energies. I remember just creating so much music, but all of that energy was hard to handle. And that's why a lot of artists, they suffer from depression. Even many people who are gifted, maybe in science or whatever it is, that's only one aspect. The next archetype moving up in the consciousness scale is the alchemist. The secret of alchemy is making the best out of the worst and not allowing external events to govern our internal condition. The alchemist is the one who transforms the energy. So they create the art, but they transform it. They turn the negative into positive. So in essence, they are using more of their right brain, because the drone is the left brain. It's all about logic. The artist is right brain, and the alchemist is right brain. Now, the 4th level I talk of is the magician, who is the individual who is fusing the left and the right brain hemispheres, the total completion of consciousness. And this is in correlation with the third eye. They have that vision. They are able to see things before they happen. They are able to read other people's energy, to feel all the frequencies around them. They are able to transcend the duality and have the first eye. It is beautiful. What's helped me along my journey is when we talk of raising the frequency and getting our clarity, because that's what the third eye is all about. It's about eating more foods with phytonutrients, plant-based foods, because food is information and it's done wonders for me. Exercising, getting rid of the fluoride-free toothpaste, being careful what we watch on the TV, which tells lies to your vision. But more so, the biggest epiphany I have had is to see that our environment shapes us. We have to place ourselves in an environment which complements our own energy. Because the more you begin to dive deeper, you see that it is infinite. And that is why the third eye is so powerful. The more we begin to open it, our intuition, we begin to see that things aren't always what they seem. We could be living in a virtual reality. Who knows? I may be a hologram. I am a hologram, just part of your imagination. Meditation is a great way. We come to see that many of us are in the beta brainwave state. As we go down to the alpha, we get more relaxation. So we can open up the higher levels of consciousness. Then to the delta, then to the theta, then the delta. We begin to see that calming our brainwave state is a great way to access our infinite potential. Because many of us, we're so bombarded with our daily routine that we miss out on the magic of life. Just seeing that it is all about not being afraid to question our belief system, because it's all BS. There's a reason why there are so many distractions around. Because the moment you embrace nature, you begin to see and have that clear vision. There's a reason why many of us go through life in a rush. But as I have begun to develop my clarity, I don't blame anyone. But as I raise my consciousness, I see that I am making a choice every single day. That's what the third eye does. It gives us all a choice, and we can now act on our attitude. The secret ancient knowledge has been buried from the landscape. Where is it? We can't find it, but it's there, and it is within you. You are the greatest book. And in ancient times, they had the mystery schools in India, China, Egypt. And this is where people became initiated to the higher sciences, and they were able to open their third eye, the deep intuition, because they were able to receive the information. Now, when we talk of the mystery schools, this can still be seen today in sacred geometry. If we can decode the art, then we can use it in our favor. And that's how it always works. We have to be able to read the code, the codes of life, the subliminal codes all around us. But more so, we have to begin to let go. We have to begin to relax. We have to begin to breathe again and do what makes us most happy, because having fun is the fastest way to to raise your frequency. A great way to open the third eye, which has helped me along my journey, is to let go of grudges, holding on to negative energy. If it's not serving me, I'm not holding on to it. I'm sorry. But at the same time, it's not about running away from negative emotions. It's about changing how we react. And in this stage, now we enter and become the magician, because now we are working the magic to help elevate us to that higher consciousness. I love not watching the TV nowadays, because not only does it free my time, but it gives me that clarity. But there was a time where I was always watching TV, and I saw how my perceptions about the world were being influenced. Nowadays, I see it more like humor. And I realize that that's why they call it a program, because you are being programmed. That's why they call it a channel, because you are channeling information in. It is just a tool, the TV, which tells lies to your vision, the television. But we have to see that there is a reason why certain shows are on TV. But ultimately, we should be creating our own show. We should all be the stars of our own show. And that's why I love the time we are living in. It's all beautiful. I am not in resistance to anything outside of myself, because I see that it's all within. I am my greatest adversary. That is why I have to become my greatest friend. Drinking fresh mountain spring water has given me a new lease of life, and it's helped me open my third eye to give me a greater inner vision. And most of our tap water is full of fluoride, and once we eliminate this, we eliminate a whole load of toxins out of our body, because that decalcifies the pineal gland. I love eating lots of raw foods because they're full of enzymes, but more so, they are full of compassion. I saw a cow being killed right in front of my eyes when I was in school for 1 year in Sierra Leone, Africa. And I don't recommend it to anybody, because it was a childhood horror experience. I felt connected to that cow at that moment, and I realized the energy from the cow is being transferred into our DNA, because energy can never be destroyed, only transferred. So I just love right now on my journey embracing more karma-free foods, and this has helped me get more awareness and a greater clarity, because whatever we eat shapes how we see the world. For me, opening up the higher levels of intuition comes when we are able to accept ourselves 100%. When we are able to see that the thoughts we have affect our blood chemistry. So it's that awareness, taking even 5 minutes a day just to reconnect back to ourselves. But there is no right or wrong. There is no one way to do anything. But we have to ask ourselves and be honest with ourselves, do we see life in a different way? I do. Because many people I've connected with, they say suddenly one day they woke up and they were able to see beyond the Maya, which is the illusion. To open our third eye, we must eat well, healthier foods, we must exercise, we must meditate, but more so, we must stay true to ourselves 100%. That's it. We are here infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy.